welcome to round 4 with Abzan Evo. This looks pretty good on the play. I haven't even come remotely close to assembling the combo in any of these games. I would like to do it at least once. I think that... I think that the only 4 tutors is a big deal. It's not like Pod where you could like multi-tutor and eventually just combo however you wanted. Yeah, I think I think this card pushes towards the ooh, that's not good for us game 1 or in general. Well, I guess we get a little bit of ability to do stuff. So let's think about this. We're going to have to turbo combo here. So what is the fastest route to the kill? Also keep in mind my life total is literally irrelevant. So that does not I don't like that. The fact that that doesn't accelerate us like just drawing it is not nice. I guess I'm just going to voice. Yeah. So there was why am I forgetting his last name? Eric? Eric, who won Grand Prix Omaha with Pod. But that list just didn't have a combo at all, I think. Then that might be the route you want to go with this Evo deck. Sorry to get derailed. I'm talking to my opponent about various Eldrazi lists at the same time. Let's see. I don't want to expose this until I have to because I can't combo without it. Evo to like Rhino doesn't help me. Actually, you know what? I'm going to cast. Yeah, that's actually correct. I'm fine casting Spike Feeder here. I don't want to trade. But the reason I want to cast Spike Feeder is that if it gets Thought-Knot Seared, I'm just going to lose the game on the spot, I think. I don't think I can actually kill my opponent from this like position with damage. I guess I could Archangel just like beat down them, but that's not really the way I want to go. Whereas this sets up a Thought-Knot resistant line to victory in 2. I guess maybe this is more a symptom of the specific list I'm playing too, because like you should be able to tutor for a KO card, but the yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna take this hit if my opponent attacks. I just don't want to give him cards. I want them to have the lowest access to interaction. So I'm gonna play Finks to be resilient. Thought Not Seer. So the resilience is that I just keep both Evos in my hand. Yeah, this has been kind of awkward. I guess, like, the Night deck just has better straight up KOs, it feels like. This is probably Smasher. My opponent attacks, I think I double block. Guess this is still lethal either way, but... Oh, no, it isn't, because I have to Evo something off. Yeah, that was a mistake. I should have just taken... Or... That's actually not why it's a mistake. That's fine. Guess I just kill my opponent's thing. That's okay. So, like, I would have had to sack the Finks anyways. Like, yeah, you know, getting a creature off my opponent's side of the battlefield is right. So I'm just gonna Evo, sack the Finks, combo off. Fortunately, this combo is relatively easy on Magic Online. Okay, cool. Yeah, the lack of like very specific good kill your opponent to like this Linvala is not actually carrying matches on its own. Like Pontiff is, Rex Sage isn't though. Like there's just like not a lot of cards in my sideboard or main deck that are killing my opponent on the spot. These are good. I don't mind a big doofus creature. Fight their big doofus creature. Not huge on Rex Sage. Lingering Souls isn't great. Teague's not unreasonable if my opponent's Tronning. They might have like Karns or some nonsense. Spellskite's okay to protect my stuff. Not huge on decays. I hate Strangleroot, guys. I don't know why this card's in my deck. I'm gonna cut Lingering Souls. I think it's too low impact. Maybe I'm just going the wrong way with this. I guess I'd need to be a combo-ish deck here. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to think like what. Oh, Pontiff's really bad here. There we go. What my actual game plan is, like how I'm actually killing my opponent this game, this match. Teague, I'm afraid of all his dust, so I do want Teague in my deck to randomly draw. I hate that it's just like randomly draw too. Like there's just not enough tutor action to really make this a creature combo deck, I think. It's gonna cut Rex Sage, I think. Yeah, my opponent can have like anything. Voice is fine because it trades. Spellskite protects. See, all my cards are good now. Maybe cut one Thoughtseize. Yeah. Rather cut a Rex Sage. Just go with this. Just be like a beefy deck with a combo and some removal spells and interaction, I guess. It feels like I just don't have the like Avalanche Rider / Fulminator Mage, the Glenalandra Archmage, the Katakis. Like I'm gonna have to look back at the old Nihilist and see what the cards I'm like even tutoring up in that deck that are the real KOs that I'm like super excited about are. Because it just doesn't feel like this deck has the same level of that. But maybe it just does, and maybe it's just not enough. Or maybe it's just like poorly positioned for the decks I played against. Yeah, this hand's fine. I have a big creature. I've got a path. It's not like I wouldn't say it's as good as it can get, but it'll do. Well, that made it significantly better. So we're gonna fetch a Overgrown Tomb with this. Then we get to go. This is like the. Our opponent's just gonna start playing giant creatures very early, so hopefully we can keep pace. This is just like the equivalent of like the Fleece Mane on Offenza Siege Rhino play. Except for it's probably actually kind of worse in this matchup. It might be time for just like a main deck and offensive deck to bring the business to this format. This card's not actually that bad. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna Path to Exile that, I think. Uh, yeah, I like that. So I path that, play the fetch land, fetch something. And then next turn, I can either play Rhino or Onofenza plus Path. I guess I could just Path EOT too. Is there also a Thaw not happening? Okay. Well, thankfully, there's no Ayavugan, otherwise we'd be stone cold dead. I guess this just gets green-white. Yeah. And I think the mana matters a little more here. I think if I'm dying this game, it's to like Ulamog or something stupid. Playing Siege Rhino first for the F6 value of I can now press F6 and end my turn because I have nothing else to do. My opponent chooses to cast a Dismember on my turn to my Voice of Resistance or Resurgence, whatever. Doesn't change anything. They're going to like Dismember the Voice, that's also fine. There's just no reasonable decision that can change. Okay, so they're potentially going to go after the Township. I guess that's a reason I could have slow rolled it. Though I guess, yeah, I didn't need a Township there. Good point. Didn't put Ghost Quarter on the list of things, even though my opponent played it game one right. I just like didn't think with Expedition Map in play for some reason. It's pretty funny how good Onofenza and Siege Rhino really are. Like, just playing them in Modern, and they're keeping pace with the rest of the format, just with a better interaction. Okay. All things I can beat so far. Spellskite came just in time for me not to lose to Endbringer. Yeah, I guess there's no reason to not get the Swamp, so I'm going to Thoughtseize. Probably see nothing. Spatial Contortion, the Voice, and I get the thing. Sweet. That's just a straight upgrade. Just gonna jam as hard as possible because it doesn't get better for me not to. My opponent's just kind of hoping to draw a creature to be in the game. Yeah, I think if they hadn't cast the spatial. Because it's just like the gut reaction is like, oh, I'm gonna get Thoughtseize and I need to cast my spell. But like, not only did it make my voice better, like it just added the token. That was just really awkward for my opponent. And they would have had another draw step if they had not done that. Okay, well, that was kind of fortunate. I don't especially like the Eldrazi Tron decks because I don't think the overlap is as good as people want it to be. Like the Eldrazi lands are really good at casting like a 4 or 5 drop early, and the Tron lands are really good at casting like a 6 or 7 drop early. And you just have this tension of like, what is your deck actually like? Which of these plans are you trying to maximize? And I think it's hard to really balance both in a way that makes them both super effective. Whereas like, if I have like Noble Hierarch and Eldrazi Temple, like I know what I'm doing and I can make my deck good at doing it. Um, yeah. Even in I like the draw to the Tron deck though. I think losing Eye of Ugin was a big problem for the Tron list or the Eldrazi Tron list because like you could get up to Ulamog. I think that Ulamog is still the draw of that deck. I think that if there's a metagame you want to be Ulamogging, I actually even saying all this, I think that I still like like if you played like normal Tron with Talismans of Impulse and Thought-Knot Seer, that might be the best way to maximize both halves. You might be able to play some temples in there too, but I think that Talisman of Impulse is an important part of the equation. And that might actually just be it. Like these decks just want to play Talisman. I don't remember if Cedric. I know Cedric played that deck at Grand Prix Detroit, but I don't know if he played Talisman or not. I'd have to look back and see.